Hello traders, welcome to another page in this diary of a trader. So today we will talk about how to time your breakouts correctly and how it works on any time frame. And perhaps you are having a little difficulty with breakouts, perhaps they unexpectedly stop you out. So let's see why that happens, and maybe you'll be able to adjust your breakout trades. Okay, so how do we get more accuracy? Well, here are the key points to note. Again, we mentioned this before, that levels and ranges and trend lines are created for retail traders and then they are manipulated. And you should wait for a fake out or a stop hunt to happen, as it's called, on the other side of the range or the flag or whatever pattern you use for breakouts. And the breakout should happen with clear momentum before, often it starts before your eyes actually spot the breakout itself, and you'll be able to see that. Perhaps you'll see a hint in this video. And it's, of course, it's all fractal, just like everything, so the time frame doesn't matter. You need to choose your time frame and stay consistent to that. So let's look at some examples and you'll be able to see what it looks like on the chart. Okay, so we're on the 15-minute Australian dollar chart. And let's say that here, if we just put our lines on the chart, let's just assume that for the moment we were looking to trade this short. We had several confluences, perhaps we had Fibonacci levels, perhaps we had a trend line here, and we saw that as price began to break this level, maybe we saw this as a range. Just place the lines here for the range. And then we can see that the market on this candle is beginning to break out, and we consider that as a breakout. However, if you'd like more accuracy, then it would be better to wait for a different kind of breakout, as this one is too obvious. And remember that these levels are manipulated, and what you see is not always what you get. So what do we do in this situation? Why is this not a high probability breakout? And how do we spot an actual high probability breakout? The first clue is that the market goes right back into the range and stays there. So that shows that this is not a real breakout. And the second thing to note is that we want a fake out of this range to the upside if we're trading short first, before we actually start to break down further, break down lower. So what do we actually want to see? How do we see that happen? Well, we can simply wait a bit longer and observe the price action. So what kind of price action do we want to see? Well, what we said before is that levels are created and we wait for a fake out to happen first on the other side of the range. So what does that look like? Let's just go back to the chart and price action we want to see on the chart. So if we have a downtrend and then we have a range, we can see that we do not enter on the breakout of this range because we have not had a fake out of the range to the fake side. What we actually want to see is a short. So we want to see that level created, and then we want to see it broken, and then we want to see that actual collapse and a strong close to confirm that breakout with that momentum. So that's what we actually want to see on the chart. So now that we know that, let's just observe and see what happens. So we can see that there was a small fake out here. The bigger the fake out, the better. And we can see, here we go, as a big fake out. And we can see a continuation. It fakes out, comes back in, goes below, and then we can see the breakdown right here. So that will be the real breakout of this whole range right here. And you can see that the level was created several times and the market ranged again and again before that whole reversal happened. So we had the fake out here. The market went back into the range and then started to quickly break down and break out of the range. So this would have been the real breakout. We just remove all of this. You can see that was the real breakout, and we had some momentum to the downside. So if you're trading on the 15-minute chart, here you can see that based on the fixed time, after here we would have been lower, and you would have been in profit. So it doesn't require much time since the market already continues. And that is what you really look out for. That is the easier way to spot breakouts, and just wait for them to happen, really. Wait for all of this picture to play out before saying that the market has broken out with higher probability. Now, the other type of breakout is the trend line, and we can draw that here in this case too. So we can see a trend line developed right here. And then we can see a breakdown of that trend line, which had been a better earlier entry. And we can see how much momentum is here. Very strong candles right here. Very easy to spot. Let's draw that. Here's a very big momentum candle, another very weak candle, and an entry anywhere around here would have been valid. So it's valid. It's even better, high probability, because we had the fake out and we had this level being built up where liquidity is sitting, money is sitting, stop losses of other traders doing other types of trading. And then once all of these have been flushed out, then we can see that reversal, and then we have the market moving in its intended direction where we expected in the first place. So that is the breakout trading with accuracy. And just a quick recap. We have the levels that are created and then manipulated. We have the fake out that happens, that we saw a range, fake out and a breakdown. So the fake is on the other side. And again, same thing here. We have the fake out to the downside. Let's say we were in an upward momentum, fake out to the downside, and then we have the break of the range happen with momentum, strong bars. And that is how you can see the beginning of the move before the actual breakout that your eyes spot. And again, we said it's all fractals, so whatever time frame you choose to trade with your fixed time, then stick to that. All right, thank you very much. That was another diary entry, and see you on the next video.